Good day everyone, this is Cameron from The Bold Trades. Hope everybody's having a fabulous Friday today. So I have got something really great for you today. We are going to talk about Virgin Galactic Holdings Incorporated, ticker symbol SPCE. The excitement is building. Rocket ship is about to take off and we are go for launch. This is absolutely amazing. So let's talk about it. Let's get into stock. We're going to talk about some news analysis. We're going to do a little bit of technical analysis. We're going to bring you a stock that is really getting ready. It's firing on all cylinders, or rockets I should say, and it's going to go up into space, and we're going to launch this puppy, and we're going to be talking about it right now. So let's get into the video. So here we are. Here's a stock chart of Virgin Galactic Holdings, ticker symbol SPCE, and this is a yearly chart. This goes back about a year, and this can give you a good indication of where we are heading and where we've been before. So as you can see, basically we have a lot of support here if you go back like about a year or so. We've got support right here at June 30th of 2020. We bounced off some more support here back in September, and we held that up also here in November too, just bouncing above that line. And also, as you can see, recently May 17th of 2021 as well. So it looks like $14 is a very strong support for this stock. So let's see what happened. What caused these downdrafts? Well, this is a news driven stock, so anybody that's been in Virgin Galactic for a year or more will realize that it is purely news driven. Virgin Galactic is a pre-revenue company, which means they don't actually have any revenues right now. They've got very little revenue, so it is all news driven. Now, what is Virgin Galactic? Let's talk about that real quick. Okay, Virgin Galactic Holdings Incorporated is an integrated aerospace company. It develops human spaceflight for private individuals and researchers in the United States. It also manufactures air and space vehicles. Now, hey, they are planning to launch more spaceports, and it's probably going to end up being like a global company, but for now they're just concentrating in the United States. So the company's spaceship operations include commercial human spaceflight, flying commercial research and development payloads into space. In addition, it engages in the design, development, manufacturing, ground and flight testing, and also post-flight maintenance of spaceflight vehicles. The company was founded in 2017 and is headquartered in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Now, if anybody that knows the history of Virgin Galactic, it's founded by Sir Richard Branson. He's the self-proclaimed billionaire mogul. Virgin brand is just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, if you haven't heard of the Virgin brand, you've probably been living on another planet. We've got Virgin Atlantic Airlines, we've got Virgin Airways. They have operations worldwide. They just launched a cruise ship. So they are now into cruises, headquartered, I guess, based out of the UK. This is just a global phenomenon. And also Virgin Orbit, just as a side note, was a division of Virgin Galactic Holdings and now a separate company, and they are actually going into a merger through a SPAC, which we will actually talk about later on as well in another video. So anyway, let's talk about this and let's get back into the stock. So what is happening here? So as you can see, back in February, we absolutely rocketed to a high of $62.80. Now, that was on anticipation of a flight that was going to happen, which ultimately was cancelled due to an anomaly with I believe it was something to do with interference. So basically that got cancelled, and then there was a lot of speculation that, hey, is this ever going to get off the ground? And we also had a lot of other major investors selling off, notably Cathie Wood of ARC-X, which actually held the stock in two different funds, selling well over $3 million shares of Virgin Galactic Holdings. So it was just really a lot of speculation, a lot of delays, a lot of negativity. Will they ever get off the ground? There were so many delays, it was just absolutely unbearable for the shareholders. And obviously it was heavily shorted. A lot of people bailed out of the stock, but we actually reached this resistance down here at about $14. Now if you trend that back, you can see it was a good major support line for the past year for the stock here, as you can see. So then the news cycle started building, and it was actually announced that they would do a flight on on May 22nd. So a lot of people still were not believing in it, but the stock was rising in anticipation of that flight. And as you can see here, back on May 21st, we were still only trading around $22, $23 a share. And of course, once we had that successful space flight on May 22nd, you know, the rocket boosters were pretty much ignited. It was actually billed as a successful, flawless space flight by Michael Colglazer, and also Richard Branson was there in attendance. So since then, we've been waiting 2 weeks for the news about what happened as far as all the data that was going to be analyzed, and that takes about 2 weeks or so. It's now been over 3 weeks, so we're still waiting to hear. But there has been a lot of news since then. Basically, what has been said since then is now, because reportedly Virgin Galactic, Richard Branson was supposed to fly to space on, sometime in July, and it was speculated around his birthday, which I believe is around the 18th. But then Jeff Bezos of Blue Origin came out and said, hey, we're going to do this auction, and we're going to have a flight on the 20th for New Shepard, and we're going to launch that. We're going to launch that into space on the 20th. So they kicked off that auction about a month or so ago, and they did this very lavish auction on their website. Of course, they haven't announced any ticket pricing yet, but it got up to about $4 or $5 million, and then they announced that Jeff Bezos and his brother Mark will actually join the auction winner on the New Shepard spaceflight. So that concluded last weekend on the Saturday, and what happened was it just became a frenzied brawl as the ticket got bid up to $28 million. So the winning bid for the auction was $28 million. Now, they haven't released the winner, and they will be announcing that in the coming weeks, but there's a lot of speculation. Could it be Elon Musk or somebody like that may have won it, but I highly doubt that is correct. But anyway, $28 million. So hey, that is fantastic news for Virgin Galactic, because there's a lot of speculation as well on what the ticket price will actually be. Nobody knows for sure, so it's all speculation at this point in time. So as you can see, Virgin Galactic founder Richard Branson may try to beat Bezos to space. So what happened after that is there was a report by Parabolic Arc that came out and said, now wait just a minute. We have an inside source, of course, an anonymous source that can't reveal who they are, that they've been prepping a space flight for Richard Branson for July the 4th weekend. So on Tuesday, a source told the blog Parabolic Arc, Virgin Galactic wants to send Branson, who has a net worth of about $6.9 billion, on a test flight of its VSS Uni spaceship to rocket plane over the July 4th weekend. So this is just a crazy space race that's heating up between Branson and Bezos. Now, they did another survey, and they said, who would you like to go and see into space first? And Branson just absolutely trounced Bezos. I think he had like 87% of the vote, and only 13% for Bezos. So, I think there was another petition that said, hey, we don't want, Bezos to come back after his flight into space. We're going to deny him re-entry. Anyway, so as you can see, it is really heating up. So also on the Parabolic Arc, a lot of people were questioning this guy. Now, if you don't know Parabolic Arc, they're like a very well-respected news agency that reports on space, and they've actually come and predicted several outcomes before about various different things regarding spaceflight and stuff like that. So on his Twitter feed, somebody was questioning, hey, how do you know, is that true? You're just making stuff up, blah, blah, blah. And then he just firmly responded, Parabolic Arc, not a rumor is what he responded, not a rumor. So there you go. Who knows for sure? But hey, anything can happen in this crazy industry. So let's get back to the stock. So as you can see, since that news, we are just basically in a holding pattern because nobody knows really what's going to happen. We haven't heard anything from the company yet, and we haven't heard anything from Richard Branson. So basically, it's just speculation. Is he going up July the 4th? Is he not going up July 4th? So what does that mean for the stock in the interim? Basically, we have been just basically holding. We haven't gone down substantially. We haven't gone up substantially. We've just basically been trending the last few days between about $35 to $37 a share. Now, as you can see, if you look at the RSI, anything over 70 represents overbought, and anything under 30 is oversold. So we just kind of get close to the 70 line as far as the RSI, which is the relative strength index of the stock. And as you can see, volume has been pretty good, but it has been trending a little bit lower, of course, because without any news, what is Virgin Galactic? It's a news-driven stock. So anything can happen now. So if we get that news and it gets confirmed, then obviously we're just going to be off to the races. We're just going to be, who knows, $50, $60 a share. It could happen. You never know. It's just speculation right now. So basically, I'll tell you what I'm doing. Now, this is not financial advice, nor is this a recommendation to buy or sell anything. I just trade my own plan, and that's what you should do. One should always do their own research. You should never invest any more money than you can afford to lose. If you can't put food on the table, you can't feed the family, pay the bills, all that good stuff, then you shouldn't be investing at all in anything. Anyway, so what are we going to do from here? So next week should be a pretty interesting week. We should get some news regarding what's going to happen with Virgin Galactic and the next space flight, because the time is ticking on. Otherwise, if we don't get any news, we could end up just drifting a little bit lower, because we are hitting the very top of the RSI. So we're getting close to, being overbought. But hey, this is a rocket ship and anything can happen. We can go and we can soar and we can get up very, very high indeed. So right now I am just holding. I'm not doing anything right now. I may buy a little more if it just dips a little bit. So we'll see what happens next week. But I'm telling you, if we don't get any news next week, I do see this breaking down some, because we are at the top of the RSI, and of course volume is being lagging a bit as well. So let's take a look and let's put this Virgin Galactic stock ticker symbol SPCE in a holding pattern for now, and we'll update this as next week progresses. But once again, I just want to wish you all happy Friday. Please support my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and I will be covering ticker symbol SPCE, Virgin Galactic Holdings. This will be actually a mainstay. We may do some live feeds and stuff at a later date, but for now I just want to wish you all the best and have a great weekend. Bye for now.